Hey guys, this is Mike at Stone Pillar Farm. We got some snow coming down today, but I wanted to give you an update on the completed Polyface Designs brooder. Before I do that though, so you can appreciate what we've done, I want to show you where we brooded our chicks last year and some of the struggles we had. So if you come over here with me, this is the building that was here when we showed up to the farm 2 years ago. And we didn't have anything in here, really had no purpose for it, so we decided this was a good place to brood our chicks. First thing you'll notice is this red steel sheet panel. So this is nice. I mean, it provides a good weather shield for the chicks. The problem we had with it is, first of all, it's steel, which absorbs a lot of heat energy, and it's painted red. So this, on a hot summer day, like a 100-degree day with the sun beating down, I would measure the temperature of this paneling. It would get to around 140 degrees. So that was a huge problem with these chicks who really need to be kept for the first week at about 90 degrees. Trying to keep them 50 degrees cooler than their ambient temperature of this structure was a real challenge. So that was an issue. Come with me in here. The other main problem we had was, this is a dirt floor building and has no substructure to it, so it's just built at grade. And predators, mainly, the main thing we had an issue with was rats, are excellent diggers. They can get into just about anything. So this structure is just so accessible to rats. So you'll notice on this brooder that we have wire steel mesh on the top, and you can't see it, but it's on the bottom as well, so that the rats couldn't dig under and through the bedding to get to the chicks, and they also couldn't get to them on top. But it was just a constant struggle, something we learned that we really hated dealing with. But all in all, this brooding system worked well. I mean, it's kept our chicks alive. They did fine in here. And we built this brooder for free. This was just scrap wood we had lying around. This was a structure we had that we weren't really using. So it worked for last year. But let me show you the improvements we made for the new Polyface Designs brooder. So first thing you'll notice about this one, it's up on a hay wagon. That has a couple benefits that directly address the issues we had here. First thing is temperature. So because this is mobile, on a really, really hot day, I can move this into the shade, where normally, say it's a 100-degree day, in the shade it's about 90. Well, that's the temperature I need to keep these chicks at. So I can control their ambient temperature a lot better. The other benefit about the hay wagon is this is much more difficult for the rats to get to. So I can move this to an open area of the farm, and the rats now need to cross open area, get past our 2 cats to even get here. Then they've got to climb up the hay wagon to get to the brooder, and then they've still got to make their way into the brooder. So Joel Salatin, who designed this and has used it for decades, says he has not had one single incident of rats getting into this thing and messing with his chicks. So that sounds awesome to us. The other thing you'll notice is the material of this. So this is made all out of wood. So I'm not going to have that same issue with the steel sheet metal heating up to 140 degrees. Wood is much better for not absorbing the heat energy from the sun. So that'll help a lot in keeping them cool. So if you come up here, we're going to have to climb for a second. Come on up, Abby. I'll show you the inside. And right now we're brooding 50 laying hens, which are going to help us meet the demand for our eggs that we have. Here's the inside of the brooder. These are barred rock laying hens that we have in here. Like I said, there's 50 of them. So this is a larger brooder, and one of the things I really like about it is going back to controlling their temperature. This is a Shenvec brooder heater, and it has a thermostat on it. So that to me saves me a lot of time, a lot of worry. I can set the temperature on this. It It's a propane heater that kicks on and kicks off at the temperature I want it to. So when I get the chicks and have to keep them at 90 degrees for the first week, I can set that to 90 and know that they're being kept at the right temperature to be healthy and do well. Right now though, we just have one of our normal brooder lamps on because these chicks are actually 3 weeks old and they need to be ready to go into the hoop house pretty soon. And they're gonna have to be tough enough to handle whatever temperatures we have here, which it's been going down into single digits on a lot of nights. So I'm really trying to harden them off, much like you would a plant that needs to go into the garden. All right, let me close this up. That's really it, guys. Really pleased with this. We'll see how it works this season. I'm actually gonna build a second one and put it right here on the back of the hay wagon. That way I can have 2 different batches of chicks being brooded, keep them different temperatures and get them hardened for the weather that they're going to be out in. Thanks for tuning in. Go ahead and like and subscribe. And I have a lot more farm videos coming up of different projects we're doing, the things we're starting for this new 2022 season. So catch you next time.